Going to the bench immediately in game one, a minute and a half in, and Tice picks up his second foul. But when we come back in the game, we have an 18-point lead via the bench. So we'll see if the Clippers have an answer in game two. Yeah, what's up everybody? Our playoff run continues with game two of the Western Conference Finals. We won game one, got one step closer to the NBA Finals. We've been grinding all playoffs long for this. We have home court advantage, number one seed, looking sloppy early on, but we get the perfect release in that three to give us the first points of the game. So CP3 says, anything you can do, I can do better, and knocks down that three right there. And he's like, anything you can do, I can. Nah, don't do that, CP3. You're not making all of those. We got good shot defense on that. We got that a lot in game one on Chris Paul and the Clippers. We held CP3 in check. We held Blake Griffin in check. And then when we went on the bench early on in the game, we were in foul trouble. The bench build up the lead big time that we stabilized for the rest of the game, as Klay Thompson is going to break that three-pointer there. But in result of that, we have a 1-0 lead. But obviously, we are very far away from our goal of reaching the NBA Finals as Chris Middleton, that three goes in and out. And Chris Middleton is in the game. I don't know how the Bucks gave him up, but Chris Middleton is on the Clippers. So that makes their lineup that much more deadly as Chris Paul knocks down that three, doing a little zigzag on him. So I'm like, all right, I'll stay close on Chris Paul. So doesn't really matter because Chris Paul is really good and he still gets buckets no matter what you try to do. As Iguodala to the rim right there. I think Middleton tried to contest it. Iggy just did not care. But the Clippers are just doing anything they want against us right now. Their offense, I mentioned in the previous video, is absolutely deadly, and especially when you're trying to take charges in the paint like Mike Scott did there, that puts us in trouble. Thankfully, we got Steph Curry coming off the bench, so we can answer their firepower with some firepower of our own. We had 26 points so far in this first quarter, very good scoring first quarter, but the Clippers are just going on a unbelievably hot streak to start this game. It's like I don't know how to stop it. I really don't know what to do. We're doing everything we can. Chris Paul is cooking. Dudes off the bench are cooking. Even though Steph Curry gives us 31 points, the Clippers scored 40 in the first quarter. 9-minute quarters. That's some astronomical numbers. So I mean, hopefully, eventually they slow down, because if they don't, we're kind of in trouble. You see, we hit the step back on Jordan Farmar, and that creates a nice amount of space. That gives us a bucket. We got 11 early on in this game. Obviously, a big contrast from game one when we only had, like, 2 points at this point, as we knocked down the three right there, chop up that lead some. And with the bench unit out there, Doc Rivers chose to keep me in the game. And yes, Doc Rivers is the coach for us, even though he's the coach for the Clippers in real life. Doc kept me in the game, and because of that, here we are driving all the way to the rim, drawing the foul, and one, making the free throw that gives us the lead. So Clippers did all that work, all for naught now. Now you see Chris Paul is back in the game. What a nifty behind the back pass from Tice to David Lee. They try to bring a little double team out to Denny Tice post up, but we were able to find the open man as we usually do. Unfortunately, Chris Paul is just, he's locked in right now. I don't know what else to say. He's just locked in. I'm trying to do all I can do. Now, when I said I played Chris Paul really good in game one, that's not something that we can expect for the rest of the series, because Chris Paul is really good. And besides that, I did not really play too well defensively in this game. You guys will see later on. It was just not one of my better defensive games. So we go to the bench. We obviously have to get some sort of rest. We didn't get any rest so far in the second quarter. And when we come back, the score is 72-70. This is one hell of a shootout in the first half. We're on pace to score like 140 points each with 9-minute quarters. You can barely do that with 12-minute quarters, as David Lee, who's been money with this jumper lately, and especially in this game, knocks down another one there. We got a nice 4-point lead, and now we're on the break, looking for the ball, but Klay Thompson throws it away. Chris Paul with the steal, and eventually he finds a man in the paint. I believe DeAndre or Middleton, one of them, is able to finish, and that keeps the Clippers in the game. Just when we're trying to eke away, just slowly, here comes the Clippers, and a hard foul from David Lee. Could have been a flagrant, but it is called a normal, common foul. And Chris Paul. Blake Griffin goes to the line, as that's Klay Thompson in the corner knocking on the shot. Klay, once again, not really having too big of an impact. And you see Chris Paul, we get a late contest in there, but it's CP3, and sometimes he just has those games, and you're just along for the ride when he has those games. You see Chris Paul doing what he does best, flopping, but it's not really helping him too much because he did not get the foul call, and because of that, we are scoring buckets out here. Back-to-back buckets for Tice. That time ended the shot clock. Just had to do what I could, and I did something dirty to that poor guy in the paint, doing like some double clutch dunk right there. As you see, we draw the double team, kicking it to Klay Thompson, who pulls up. Nice recovery by Barnes, I believe, and that's going to allow the Clippers to get the stop. and we still have this lead. It feels like we don't have the lead with how well the Clippers are playing, but Iguodala is getting buckets. We're getting so many buckets, and we're going into the fourth quarter almost scoring 100 points. We didn't even score this in a full game. I gotta emphasize that as Chris Paul gets the and one towards the end of the third quarter, and now the game is tied here in the fourth. You see, I'm trying to take Jamal, but while I'm trying to take Jamal, one of these dudes just jumps in the air. I believe Farmar, and I was like, all right, if you're gonna jump, I'll find the open man. I just cleared the passing lane. You see Steph Curry on the break pulls up the jumper. I mentioned it before. We like taking jumpers, like right here. A great pass from Tice, but unfortunately Harrison Barnes blows it. But we like taking jumpers in transition, but you can't take those kind of jumpers, Steph, as Jamal Charles is shacking the fool out there, and we're going to the bench in a key situation. For the series, not just the game, we go to the bench. Thankfully, once again, bench unit comes up big. Not really big, but they didn't blow the lead. It basically stabilized. As Iguodala immediately as we come off the bench, Iguodala trying to extend the lead some more. He breaks the shot, and then that starts a fast break. CP3, a great passer. He's got great passing vision. He's able to find JJ Redick, who is a sharpshooter, and knocks that down as they try to get the lob connection going. Instead, that starts a break for us, and I'm looking to lob Iguodala and teach him how you are supposed to lob the ball. Chris Paul is sloppy with those things. This is how you do it. Let's get Oracle rocking, even though the crowd noise is not on right now because my 2K is messed up. As Blake Griffin gets the foul call right there. Tight game right now. We're just trying to hold on and win this game. We don't have our foot on the gas pedal. We kind of do. We're trying to hold on for dear life right now because the Clippers just do not run out of ammunition, but we're starting to go on D run to give us that 2-0 series lead as Blake Griffin is trying to do all he can to prevent that, making it back a 4-point lead. Shot clock winding down. Klay Thompson can knock down the shot. I just gave him an ill feed right there, and then on the break, somehow JJ Redick gets wide open, and now all of a sudden, 2-point game, just like that blink of an eye. Now Clippers a chance to tie the game or take the lead, and CP3 almost gets the and one. He goes to the free throw line, knocks down both free throws, and now Tice trying to give his team the lead. He misses the layup there. Now the Clippers are on the break, looking to get the lead on this possession. Middleton pulling up and knocking down. Clippers up by 2 in a high-scoring affair. We find Klay Thompson wide open for the tie, but Klay cannot get it to go. And now the Clippers looking to extend the lead some more. They need this game badly. They want to steal one on the road. Chris Paul doing all he can, finding DeAndre, but DeAndre cannot finish. That gives us life in this game. We bounce past to Klay Thompson, looking for Klay to do something, but Klay's not really feeling it, so it's gonna have to be me. It's gonna have to be me, right? I got Blake Griffin on me. It's gotta be me, but Blake Grace plays some tremendous defense. I lose my dribble. I gotta give it up to Klay Thompson, and Klay Thompson says, I got you, Denny. He drives on CP3, finishes over the smaller man, and ties the game up. What a bucket from Klay in the game he's been struggling in. Now 12 seconds left. Tie game. Clippers looking to hold for the last shot and the win. CP3, you know he's gonna have the ball. What's he gonna do with it? He lobs it to DeAndre Jordan for the lead. How did we give that up? I don't know, but CP3 finds DeAndre for the lob and the lead with 6 seconds left. We gotta answer back. Denny Tice with the ball driving to the rim and dunks it. Tie game again with 4 seconds left. Clippers called their last timeout. They're going for the win right now. Who's gonna get it? It's going to be CP3. Clock winding down. CP3 for the win. No! Oh, CP3 off the rim, no good. Tice all up in his grill, not allowing him to get that shot off clean. And we're going to overtime in game 2. Both teams, can they keep up the offensive intensity? Chris Paul says, yes, I can. And there's us to do the same. Now, that was just not good defense by us, but we come back with the immediate offense. Iguodala, Middleton tried to get the steal. Instead, he put himself out of position. That gives up points for his team. And now Chris Paul, we're all up on him right now. But it's Chris Paul. Whether you're on him or not, he's still making the shots, and I'm just scratching my head right now. In the meantime, though, Iguodala's got my back, so you know, while CP3's knocking down his threes, Iguodala's knocking down his twos. We almost get the steal, but look who's in the paint for the and one. Chris Paul, who's lighting up the scoreboard right now, but he throws a costly turnover there when they could have put the game away. Instead, that leaves the door open. Tice gets rejected, but Andrew Bogut cleans up the mess. Tice struggling a little bit in overtime right now, offensively and defensively, but CP3 is starting to lose control of this game himself as Iguodala slams it, makes it back a 1-point game. We are right back in this one. We definitely want to put the nail in the coffin right now as Blake Griffin fades away, dirking it and getting it to go. Makes it back a 3-point game. Under a minute left now. We got to get this 3, but we don't have to take it. Iguodala, though, wants to take it. Bang! Andre Iguodala ties the game. What a shot over CP3. And now in a tie game, Clippers looking to get the lead once again. Same scenario. Chris Paul in the paint. Chris Paul gives his team the lead with 32 seconds left. Bad defensive lap by us. I'm looking to make up for it right away. Driving to the rim, but it's blocked on the offensive rebound and put back. David Lee and Andrew Bogut working together. And the game is tied again. Shot clock is not turned off, so they do not have the last shot here. But Chris Paul is definitely looking to give his team the lead right now. Denny Tice on him, and Denny Tice gets the steal. Strips CP3 on the break. Tice finds a wide open Clay for the lead. Clay doesn't get to go. Denny Tice on the boards. Tice bringing the ball back out. 10 seconds left. Looks like Warriors are holding for the last shot. Ball into superstar Tice's hands. 5 seconds left. Tice still at the top of the key. Tice driving to the rim on Blake Griffin. Finishes, gives his team the lead. Clippers have no timeouts with 1 second left. It's going to be one heave. CP3. No. And the Warriors come out on top in an epic battle of two offenses that just could not miss. And in the end, we just had ball last. And Denny Tice made that defensive stop. Got the steal on CP3. Then the offensive rebound. I was hustling all over the place. Just, you gotta want it. That's all I can say. You gotta want the win. And today we wanted the win. Maybe a little bit more than them. CP3 definitely wanted it real bad though. He scored a lot. So leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more 2K15 micro games. And I will catch you guys for game 3. And I promise Chris Paul will not score that much in the next game.